Hey everybody, welcome to another Let's Play. Guys, we're going to be playing a bit of this new game coming out on June 25th called The Almost Gone. We had a few notes there about like what is okay to show, what isn't okay to show. It sounds like we can show the first couple of chapters here, which is I think we're going to jump in and it'll be pretty interesting here. True transparency, I played through maybe about 5 to 10 minutes of this on the Switch because I ended up getting two codes for it, one on the Switch and one on the Steam. I was always interested to see, or rather, I'm always interested to see how games play differently on different platforms and whatnot. I can assure you, plays great on the Switch, but since I got the Steam one as well, I wanted to do the Let's Play here because this feels like it really fits much better being played with a mouse. And the reason I say that is because this is a puzzly point-and-click adventure, and this game lets you know basically immediately that it's gonna have some tough stuff in it, tough stuff to deal with, like I guess real life situations that people may not want to think about, may not want to deal with in a game. They tell you that right up front, which is pretty interesting. But basically the way the game works is you jump in and you have these like square dioramas that you can move around, and when you move them around you're basically looking for objects to interact with and move the story along. So without further ado, let's jump in. We're going to start a brand new story here. Like I said, as it says here, this game contains sensitive material, handles mature topics that will be distressing to some players. So keep that in mind if you do not like dark stuff. It sounds like this game may have references to some dark things going on. Am I awake? Doesn't feel like it, but it certainly doesn't feel like being asleep. So here we are. The house, Act 1. Let this be a dream. Enter. Alright, so they kind of tell you right off the bat you need to click this thing here. It says, looks really old. This box like a tiny treasure chest. The handle is missing. Now, of course, as you just saw, you can rotate the whole thing. We're gonna click on this little drawer here. Okay, found it, but where's all my stuff? So grab the handle. Great. So at any point, you can left click and you can drag the handle right onto this thing. And that is now open. And it says, come to the treehouse. You'll be safe there. Okay. And we do... Let's see here. You have an arrow flashing here. That'll take you to the next diorama. So basically, you're in a house and you're traveling between rooms doing different things, finding different things. So when I was playing earlier, I did find, and let me up the sound here a bit. It seems very, very quiet, doesn't it? Everything is about as loud as it's supposed to be. It says that the game is best played with headphones, so not sure if it's on purpose that the game is that quiet or not, but it is super quiet. I got the volume at the moment turned all the way up, so hopefully you guys will hear some of that. In this particular room, you have this globe here that you can click on. So typical of my father, I say one thing about stars, and he fills half my room with zodiac sign stuff. I hear something rattling inside when I turn it around. I don't hear anything. But I do know that you can push these buttons here and they will light up. So I'm assuming we need to actually like combine two of them together. When you click the right two, I guess it'll open possibly, but we'll have to come back to that. So now you can use the mouse. So you can see why I wanted to use the mouse. You can actually use the mouse and rotate all around. Sometimes I like a poster better on the floor, like a cool little carpet. Really, well, I always hated when my posters would fall off the wall. You try to, when I was younger, I had posters all over my wall. I think it was a very 90s thing to do. But I remember they, you know, used double-sided tape or take tape and roll it so that way it would stick up there. And the poster would start falling down after a while if it did stick right. I thought I lost that years ago. Mum must have kept it. Let's see, that's the poster. So the bear hit must have something to do with something, because it's out here in a popped-up bubble. You can see this thing is flashing here, so we know we got to interact with that somehow. Let's go to this room here. So, in this room, you click here, you can see we got one of the constellations here. During our camping trips, my dad would always point to those stars, telling me they would lead me home. A draft of this house as my father would draw it. It was always much more rigid, much more technical. Even in a dream, I wouldn't believe it, and yet I can see it and touch it. So we know for a fact that this door is locked. There shouldn't be a lock on this door. Why can't I leave? I want to get out of here. I don't care how bad it is out there. But I don't see specifically anything else to click on. So we're going to go to the fourth and final room in this act here. So there's a few things to click on here. One is we have this telescope here. And this is about where I got to in the Switch version to make sure that, you know, this was something we wanted to show off and whatnot. Because the game doesn't come out for a little while here, I wanted to make sure I wasn't showing off too much. My father gave me that telescope, so I'd feel small compared to the universe. The eyepiece is missing, but we should have the eyepiece. Great. And we can attach that there. Hey, look at that. A perfect night to look at the stars, not a cloud in sight. I think we found the other constellation. It's a pretty smart way of doing it. I couldn't name constellations to save my life, though. I have no idea what this one is. I always thought that they looked nothing like what people said they look like. They're like, oh yeah, that's the guy riding his horse or whatever. And I'm like, it just looks like a bunch of lines. I don't even know how you're getting that out of it. Even in a Connect the Dots book, it looks more like whatever it's supposed to be. Alright, this one has sort of like a blob with an antler. It's like an anglerfish. I don't know. Something like that. I also know that we can open up this cabinet here. And this little poster gives us an idea of what we were looking at. So I know that we had Virgo here. And we had Leo was the other one. Okay. So I'm assuming that must be my sign and maybe the father's sign. Also in this room, you could see that there's another drawing of what the father did. So the father obviously was some kind of architect or technical drawer or something like that. But let's go ahead and try to open up this guy here. So we had, let's see, here's, I think this is the right one, right? And the other one is this one. There we go. Look at that, we did it. Compartment opens, and we get a key. So this game definitely reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have played it. I only played the first one like a long time ago on my iPad, but this game called The Room. If you haven't played those games, it's very much like this, where you're opening up a puzzle box in a room to find... if I remember, it's been a long time since I played it, but I believe it was to find the key to get out of the room. Finally, we have the key. It's a pink key that will get us out of here. So we will drag that to the door over here. So I really like the aspect of like clicking on things and them coning out, and then you can interact with the actual cone out pieces of the room. I like that when you go back to a room, you know, those things cone out as things that you clicked on and did before. I think that that's a really cool aspect of this. All my father's projects got rejected. Impossible to build, they said, although every detail was worked out perfectly. Empty boxes, maybe to move all the stuff from my real room to this fake one. Nothing under the carpet. Okay, so we're actually upstairs. Sometimes they would get really angry with me if I came down during the night. Shouting at me was one of the only things they still did together. Yikes. So we're dealing with some divorce stuff here, it seems. I did not read the moving box part. A moving box, who was thinking of leaving, or did they move loads of stuff over here? Parents' room is locked, or is somebody else in there, or something. Okay, so we gotta find another key, it looks like. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. What the hell is that coming out of the toilet? It doesn't move like a liquid, it's too slow. No poop joke or anything, huh? I'm not going in there, no sane person would. Okay, so we have one locked door to the parents' room. And... oop, keep spinning. Okay, that's how you get your door icon, or the stairs icon to show up here. Half the books are gone. His, it seems. Every box has my name on it. Now I'm sure everything here is done to deceive me. Let's head on downstairs. We gotta get to the treehouse, it said. Alright, so this is kind of interesting. You can turn it around. You don't have to enter the closet, but you can see what's in the closet just by shifting it. Here we go. This shouldn't be here. This was the first dance at their wedding, too cheesy for my taste. Sometimes when she thinks I can't hear it, she listens to the song very quiet and on repeat. Alright, so we got the record. So I assume we need to find a record player. Aha, found it. And we got a VCR tape. For the wedding. Oh man, this is gonna be very depressing as it goes on, isn't it? Man, again, the game is so quiet. I would have really liked to hear the music a little bit better. Alright, so we got the videotape. That's all we got. We got a chained up fridge that's moving. Feel a huge coldness coming from inside the fridge, like a captured snowstorm. Okay. The videotape is definitely not going to help that. Too blunt, too weak to use, like a toy knife. It's always the same disgusting herbs. Sometimes she would start cleaning while I was still eating. That strong disinfectant smell would make me sick. Okay. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else we can do here for now. But this house is quickly getting large, isn't it? Here we go. Here's the VCR tape. Or rather, the VCR player. We put the VCR tape in it. Oh, man. The TV broke, and we got a wedding cake. And then we have a knife to cut it. Oh, boy. Pregnant, not pregnant. Yep, that would be the pregnancy test in the wedding cake. Okay, this is going places for sure. Broken plate. I know exactly what this plate feels like right now. Pills. Do not mix with alcohol. She clearly doesn't like to be told what to do. At least one thing we have in common. Alright, so we got pregnancy test and pills. Now we are in... This was her space, her retreat from all the horrors of this world. I was gonna say, we're in some kind of a den now. Oh, let's head back. We didn't really fully explore this room, did we? But we do have a safe. We need... Since when is everything locked in this house? We need... booze, pills, and... Okay, I see. So we need to actually get a number off of those things? Keys are worn, the letters faded in spots. She spent a lot of time writing. Let's see. Sometimes she would stop reading halfway as if she knew the ending would disappoint her anyway. When I'm eating in the dining room, she always sits here silently watching over me. Interesting. Her purse. Why does she always hide her stuff? What do we got here? Oh man, the psychiatric hospital. Never a good sign. I knew she felt a bit down, but clinically depressed. Is that why she takes so much medication? I would assume that's the case. Seems like a good deduction. Ever make him sad, working on these grand buildings and living in one so small? Dad would never admit it, but he was so proud of his architecture degree. Plans for the treehouse. He cared more about that thing than I did. Why did he never tell me that the treehouse was real, that he'd finally finished it? So the old, like, clamshell Mac, I think. Printer always sounds like an angry animal devouring something. Oh, we got something out of there. Hart and Johnson, attorneys at law. What? She wanted a divorce? Wanted to take me away? Does my opinion count? Am I just another thing to move around? It would appear, kid. Alright, so this is like his drafting area. Could always bother him, he said, but I had to show him a drawing as an entrance fee. It's not a bad, it's not a bad idea, actually. He's like, you gotta show me something cool before you get in here, kid. I'm busy. Took him forever to notice me when he was working. I'm trying to check the trash bucket here, but doesn't seem like there's anything to actually click on. Alright, we are back at the stairs now. So we need to find a bottle, it looked like. I don't think we went this way yet. Oh, it is boarded shut. Okay, why don't we get the mail? My job was to get the paper every morning, even though they never read it. Just another scheme to send me away. Or so you thought. Okay, so we know that door is locked up here. The hand keeps turning faster than the shortest hand. My God. What kind of a hell house are we living in? Alright, to me it would seem as though... Oh, you know what? I don't think we went this way, did we? Oh yeah, we did. This was the... crazy fridge area. Looking for a bottle. Any bottle will do, really. Unless it's like hidden somewhere. So many books, both his and hers, yet I never saw my father read. Letters are unreadable, the sentences in a new made-up alphabet. Trying to see if there's actually anything to collect from up here. Looking for the bottle. And that's the kitchen. Okay. I'm looking at these shapes, but I have no idea what the shapes actually mean. I was just thinking, I know that they were basically saying we could play through the first couple chapters of this game here, but I'm like, man, if we don't if we don't even come close to finding our way around here, it may end up being a much shorter video. Point and click adventures always go that way, don't they? It's like, man, you always get stuck at something. Oh, there is some stuff under here. Okay. We would go camping without her. She didn't want to come, he said. She would always protest, but we'd go anyway. I'm gonna click there. Do we go this way? Okay, that was his drafting room. Do we check everything here? How about some drawers? Empty. It should be full of paperwork. Looking for kind of obvious areas where there'd be the bottle. Alright, let's take a look here. If we look at this... Alright, so we know that that's 50 milligrams. And I'm assuming that must be an 11. So we just need to find the bottle to get the next number. I would try guessing, but, you know, there's like 99 numbers to guess. And be here all day. There must be a drawer or something I didn't open yet. Was there a drawer in the kitchen? No. Oh, these here. She used all kinds of spices in every meal, so they would all taste the same, and he never cooked. Okay, apparently there's nothing there for me. Okay, here we got the pregnancy test. Here we got the videotape. I'm assuming each room is going to have something we need to grab. I'm assuming. I don't know that for sure. Here we got the record. Okay, there were no shelves to open here. Here we got nothing but the camping explanation. The drafting room didn't give us anything. Not even like a pop-up bubble or anything like that. Is there somewhere we didn't go in here? Or up here? Alright, so that was the bathroom. We do have posters there. Parents' room is still locked, though, and we're not going into the bathroom. Alright, so we were already here, so there's not going to be any bottle in here. So where the hell could this thing be? There's absolutely nothing in this room that helped. That's why I'm thinking of the rooms that didn't give us anything. They must be the rooms that we need to find stuff in. You'd think, right? This one, we already talked about the treehouse thing. I don't know. Let's try... We didn't really look at these, did we? And now we're just heading back to where we were already. So we found the drugs in her purse. See, the weird thing is that there's like a bunch of bottles on the table here, and you would really think that those are the... One of those would be the right bottle, right? But it does not seem to be the case. And the kitchen... Oh wait, here's some drawers. Here we go. Sometimes she would start cleaning while I was still eating. Strong disinfectant smell would make me sick. So I feel like the bottle must be in the fridge, but I have no idea how to open the fridge. I feel a huge coldness coming from inside the fridge like a captured snowstorm. Okay. So does that have something to do with the television? Because the bottle obviously is not in any of these drawers. I've opened them all. I even found a new one and there was nothing to grab in there. So it's like a captured snowstorm. grabbed the pregnancy test there. Still with the imprint of his head during the day Mom would lay here. At night, my dad. Yeah, I'm really at a loss here. I don't know. Another lock, another secret. Like, I see the items, but what am I looking at here? Is it supposed to be the layout of a room? What does the red and green mean? Oh, okay, so you can actually move these around. Okay. So the real question is, what am I making here? What is the picture? That I have no idea. Oh, I think I know. It's supposed to be the logos from here. Okay, so we have a cross with the little house hat on it, and then we have what looks like a little dreidel or top. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, and then that's right. Wait, it was a cross, right? Let me double check. Oh, I see. They all have to be inverted. Okay. Like so. I didn't even see this text before. It says it looks a bit like a logo. I should have figured this out. Okay, what did I... There's something with the red one, I bet. There we go. We nailed it. Finally. Walked around for ages there trying to figure that out. No wonder they didn't want you spoiling this for everybody. Alright, so we've got... combination of, so it's 16, 50, 11, if I remember right. Let's see, 50, nope. Go very slow. 16. Very slow, because it'll tick right over. $11. Nailed it. Alright, what do we get? Another key here? The key to their bedroom. This house is more secure than a prison, no doubt. But we have explored everything so far. We're putting things together. It took a little while to get that one figured out, but we eventually got it. Alright, here is the moment of truth. Here we go. It feels so long ago being here, like when I was a kid waking up after a bad dream. Somebody really wanted to leave and nobody told me. Let's see. Empty. Every trace of better days gone. Lots of drinking. Wow, look. Hidden beer bottles behind the bed. It's unfortunate. Strange. Inside it feels much colder than outside. We can't go out there? It would seem. Locked and no way to open it. No half measures here. Okay, well. There's gotta be a way to open it, though. There's gotta be. What do we get here? Is that a crank or something? What is that? It's weird that it doesn't tell you at all. I don't remember seeing anything we could use a little crank thing on. Oh, it's the handle to that. I see. Okay. I was like, what did I grab? What is what is this white thing? Nothing, no horizon, no wind. An as yet untouched landscape. Something that my dad taught me to hang it high, out of reach for predators. It's full of wood chips as if hacked out of an old tree. That seemed too easy to untie. Okay, so we got it. So now we got the crowbar. Okay, so now we can go back in and we can go pry the boards off the front door. But it still doesn't really explain the bathroom. Doesn't explain like the weird, you know, wardrobe that we just saw that was kind of bursting about there. There we go. Oh! More of the black toilet stuff. So that is officially the end of 1. Only one step further, but my body feels like I've taken a 1,000-hour flight. Okay. Yeah, I know that was officially the end of 1 because it just popped into achievement. That said 1, and now we know it's Act 2. So let's check out Act 2 here for a bit. I don't know how far we'll get through this. If we get stuck, we'll call it, but I gotta say, so far, I'm digging this. I like it. It definitely shouldn't have been as hard as it was. I'm blaming myself. I'm not really blaming the game, though. I really should have put that one together with the logos and the lock or whatever. It's pretty clever, actually. Pretty clever. They give you all the clues you need. You just gotta kind of piece it together, you know? This is an hour after, like a rough version of my house, it says. Where are we? Are we outside? Doesn't smell great. How could Mom sit here for so long? We've got some hedge trimmers or garden shears. Works for me. What is this? A witness report? I can't read the rest. Was Mom happy then? She was happy being pregnant with me, or was she already so afraid of everything? It must have been so cold here in this frozen mud. Did the dog die or something? Is that what happened? Alright, we got some kind of a layout. There's a red mark on the side of the house. So we'll have to check that out before we enter the house, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if they're alluding to the fact that the dog died or something. But we never had a dog, or did they before I was born? Why did they never tell me? Apparently there's a dead bird in there. You can see his like little bony bird feet there. Never understood why birdhouses look like human houses. Like birds should be jealous of us rather than the other way around. That's funny. It's a comedy bit right there. All right, so this was the red mark that was marked in the map. Isn't buried very deep, but it probably takes a lot of energy to dig in this rock hard soil. Part of a bone, a hollow bone. Okay. Interesting. Hung high up out of the reach of children and animals. There's a toolbox. Like they were still building it for me, but had not finished yet, so maybe there is a way out. I was gonna say, I don't know if we need to use the shears there. Maybe the shears here? Hey, look at that. Just trying things out, guys. We got a wrench. Alright, what do we got here? Fake, again. It's like they assume nobody's going to take a closer look. Yeah, that's some kind of outlet there, but I'm not sure what exactly. So you got ladders that lead up to the chimney. What's up here? I know, everything's fake. I don't need you to keep telling me it's fake. I have items, but what do they do? That is the question. Do I need to put the bone here? Oh, yeah, we're finding pieces of the bone. So there's like a second bone piece somewhere. You gotta reach in here with that? Okay, so they're flashing, so it's important for something. But I don't exactly see what it is we need to do here. This front of the house area here, we haven't done anything. Wait a minute, here's like a hose thing. Looks like something my father would come up with, unnecessarily complicated. Okay, so is that, I gotta use this here? Did I do it right? No. Alright, it's unnecessarily complicated, but what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do here? It's plugged into the front of the house. Not moving an inch with my weak arms. The only sport I ever did. Okay, so this is where we gotta use this. There we go. That's gonna turn on the water, which will in turn bring that down. It's a jar of something. Okay. Such a weird smell, like ground and dried meat. Oh, it's birdseed. Okay, makes sense. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this game now that I feel like I understand what it expects from me here. I'm betting it died of starvation. Guess I'm too late with these stupid birdseed. But we did get the other bone piece, so we pop in the other bone. Oh man, that's no good. This definitely doesn't look good. Okay, I'll admit it, this is cool. Is it? A missing gun? Can't be that cool. There is an emblem, heart through an arrow there. This reminds me of that horrible movie about snipers, watching soldiers lying in the mud and aiming for 2 hours straight. We open the the door of the cop car here. Cops in our street, but nothing ever happens here. This dog was the only one here who wasn't mean to me. At least it felt that way. Like a game board piece or something? Oop, I missed it. At night, I would hear the rattling of their canisters. Ah, the graffiti kids, huh? Yeah, if we take a look at this light, see, you can see the little heart through the arrow through the heart thing there. Oh, look, you got the laser pointer. That's pretty fun, actually. I dig that. I like that you could use the items in the menu. I'm always a sucker for that. Let's see. This is really dangerous, just left in the middle of the street like this, no doubt. Looks like a piece of a mirror. Okay. Brand new, the price tag's still on it. Hopefully there wasn't a baby in it, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, we got another combination here. But no idea what that's going to be. Oh wow, there's again, a lot of different ways to go and pay attention to here. Alright, let's rotate. Even from a distance, this heat is scorching. Don't really see anything to interact with here, but move on. Front of the house. There's a lot of security. Locks on the doors, reinforced glass, and the windows. Anything to sleep at night, I guess. Okay, that takes us back there. 3. So we know that there is a 3 in the... Oh wait, no. Actually, what that means is we have a dog shape to put in there. So we did it. Now we gotta find the other pieces. Oh, speak of the devil. Looks like a toy, but a bit morbid. Okay, so there's one more piece somewhere. Oh, this one takes pieces too. Okay. Interesting. How do we know what pieces go where? That's the question. Do people still do that? Develop photographs? There's some really nice ones, though. Yeah, believe it or not, dark rooms still exist, my friends. They sure do. Looks like a sketch for an interior design, like a drawing come to life, much like my dad's designs. It's true, it looks like an architecture drawing. It's kind of a cool texture, though. Someone really thought about this, or thought this through. It's like one of those fancy houses you see in magazines, almost too perfect to live in. Alright, this should take us back to the cop car. I did notice this. Would they still be together, or more importantly, would they still be happily together? I see a hole, something round would fit in it. I wonder what. Oops. Oh, we got a laser. Pointing to the grate. Hey, look at that. We found the pregnant lady. This woman, she lives on our street, but where? Alright, back to... That's that house. Let's go up here. This one's already got a few pieces in it. Must not be the right pieces. Okay. So let's try here. Let's see if we have the pieces for this now. The lady and the gravestone? No. Lady and the dog? No. The gravestone and the dog? That did not work, my friends. It's so tragic. I remember when their son died. Ah, so this is more than likely going to be... Because I can see their mailbox apparently has... Yeah. Locked. It needs some round object instead of a key. Okay, so I think this will probably be that. Yep. We have the pleasure of informing you that your Junior Science Day diorama has been awarded first prize. We proudly invite you to receive this award. Wow, so the dioramas that you're kind of clicking around in this game actually have like a deeper meaning than just like a presentation. That's kind of cool. All right, so we got our first place ribbon here. And... oh, we got a hole in the house back here. Oh, geez, chalk outline. The weird little skull dude. This doesn't look like the work of the police. Too sloppy. It looks like a memorial of some sort. This type of mess would really upset her. Even leaving my bike not perfectly straight against the wall was enough sometimes. Well, that ain't good. Okay, so that piece, that key has been used. And we can go this way. We have not been here yet, I don't think. Let's see, we got ourselves a skateboard. Here we go, here's a piece. Spray paint, or a graffiti guy with spray paint. It's more like a boy. So many spray cans with so little creativity. They still have a price tag on them. It's expensive just to leave behind. And let's double check around here, make sure we're not missing anything else. You don't get it, you tag it, so you own it? Now let's go back to house 2 and see if we can combine these together. We've got this guy and her. Nope. Dog? Nope. Back up. Okay. Let's see if these three work together. Nope. Alright, so we've got at least one. We got 2 more to find. But there's at least one more. Oh geez, we got red windows and blue windows. This crib is for a newborn, but I don't see diapers anywhere. Maybe there's... okay, so... she definitely belongs here. And I believe the dog does too. Oops. Because I can see the doghouse out front. So that would mean, I believe, the tagger dude belongs here. Did I check out everything in this house? It doesn't look like it. So now I'm just kind of clicking, looking for the right way to go. We didn't really do much over here. What else do I have? I have a mirror. And what is this? The first prize thingy. I still have that wrench as well. Ah, look. There's a broken mirror piece. Someone wanted to destroy their own reflection. Oh, there's another spot. Clearly the most expensive house in the neighborhood, but I couldn't live here for 1 second. And if parents allow this behavior, the whole house has been covered in graffiti. Alright, I think we know where the graffiti guy goes. Seems pretty obvious. Here he is. Let's get him back. One of the only things with this game I wish I could swap, or not swap, I'm sorry, something I would add into the settings, is the ability to maybe like zoom in on stuff a little bit. Like when you're looking at things, they can be very, very small. My dad told me about some neighborhoods all looking the same except for their mailboxes, that everyone wants to feel a little bit special. Yeah, because I can't use the mouse wheel to scroll in or anything. That's probably about the only thing I would really want from this, is the ability to look a little bit deeper and easier at things. Mail from jail. That's a bit creepy. All right, so we got a 1 and we got a 9. So those are going to be for our... That's a house 4. Okay. We got a 1, we got a 9. Smells as bad as an open wound. Wow, it smells that bad, huh? So we know... Okay, so house 4, I'm assuming, represents the 4th number. So... Make that a 9. And where did 1 come from? One came from this house, I believe. Nope. 1 came from house 1. Okay, so we're gonna pop that one in too, so I don't forget. But the problem is that I still need to find a couple of character. Oh, maybe we didn't go that way yet. There we go. Okay. So I think that's set right. Okay, yeah, we definitely didn't go this way yet. Something's rattling around inside. What could it be but a hammer? I was not expecting that. Destroy all. Save every... What does it say? Spelled wrong. Safe everyone. Save everyone. Alright, we got the hammer, so what the heck is the hammer going to be used for? This hole filled with black sludge. Nope. I could have swore I saw another mirror somewhere. At least I thought I did. Yeah, it's right there, so maybe we gotta smash that. No, it doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, so this house is done already. Smash the skylight. Smash that. It's not inherently obvious, at least to me. How about now? Nope. And we're back at the gate. Huh. Alright, there was nowhere to go here but back. But I don't remember getting a piece from this area either. Just trying different things here just to see what we can figure out. Well, we can grab that mirror piece. We know it fits there. That we already messed with. We already know about the black sludge. We know about that. There's more graffiti there, but it's not clickable. Yeah, it didn't work either. Yeah, okay. So I'm definitely at a loss now. Really not sure what I should be doing. There gotta be something I'm really overlooking here. Like we do have our mirror right there. If we take a hammer to that, no. Wrench. we even use the wrench for anything else? Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff that's broken here. What about this? Oh, that didn't do it. Was there somewhere I didn't go yet? Is there something on the hammer I need to use? Doesn't look that way. Oh yeah, there's just like nothing jumping out at me as far as like what I need to do. Like, I mean, I know I need to collect more of those little game piece things, but I am at a severe loss here as to what to do. Oh wait, how about this? There we go. Hey, look at that. I say typical, I do something heroic for once and there's no one here to witness it. Funny. Alright, we got a piece. Okay, so I'm assuming that the policeman died? Yep, there we go. Gone Toys. Advertisements for baby stuff. How do shops get this information anyway? Alright, so it is 9 for 3. Okay, now we are left with a hammer and a house where we still need to find 2 figures. As to where we're supposed to use the hammer, I definitely don't know. I got lucky figuring out using that wrench on the fire hydrant because we hadn't really done anything there yet. We did something here. We got a piece here. We found a backpack here, but that's really about it. It talks about tagging the mirror. I thought you might have to break the mirror. Maybe the mirror piece will do something with the other mirror? I don't know. Or maybe we need to break it up some more? Give it a shot. Nope, I don't think that's right. What if we put the piece back in, then use this? Nope, that's not right either. Well, I guess all intents and purposes, I guess we could, yeah, we could do that. I was just thinking, I was like, there's not so many numbers here. We could just like go through and get the combination. And that's going to be the end of 2 there, guys. So we're going to end it there. But I like this so far. It definitely has that, you know, point and click appeal to it. But at the same time, like, it is a game that is definitely going to be challenging at times, for sure. You could tell I was definitely struggling to get through there. We didn't even open the second house, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. This is the Almost Gone. Pretty cool. I dig it. I think it's really fun. I like the dioramas. I like the jumping back and forth between the dioramas, it makes it real easy. It kind of solves a problem with old school point-click adventure games, which is like, you click a thing and your character walks real slowly over to the thing that they're going to interact with. In this, it's just like they cut out the middleman. They're just like, here, you're in the room, you got to grab something, find it, and you just go back and forth at your own leisure. So I think it's actually a pretty smart way to go about it. But yeah, I dig it. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. Guys, I want to say thank you for watching, and of course, I'll see you all next time.